Hello, Crossroads friends and family, and welcome to the last Going Deeper of 2021. I hope that you and your family have enjoyed this holiday season. I hope that you have enjoyed them with us. I want to remind you that after the first of the year, after tomorrow, we are changing our Going Deeper programming a little bit, and I hope that you will still enjoy and come back and take advantage of these discipleship tools as we continue to have conversations. We continue to give you more study tools and allow you to hear from people just like you how they are processing what we are talking about on Sunday mornings. For the last time this year, I wanted to think again about how to glorify God individually, how to offer Him glory. And we chose this passage from the book of James. And in verse 8 of James chapter 4, it says this: "Come near to God, and He will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and He will lift you up." A couple of thoughts here that might not be abundantly obvious at a first reading here. One is this idea of come near to God and He will come near to you. You know, what I've learned over the course of my lifetime, and just had a conversation the other day with someone about this, that I typically think about that as if I come near to God, I start moving towards Him and He then starts moving towards me. And my experience has been not that at all. That as soon as I move towards God, God is there. He has already been moving towards me. And maybe this year, what you need to hear on this last day of 2021 is that God has been all year pursuing you, all year moving toward you. Regardless of the way that you've been moving, God has been moving toward you. And then it might sound a little harsh that talks about washing your hands and calls us sinners and double-minded, and talks about changing laughter to mourning and joy to gloom. And it almost sounds like the opposite of what we start following Jesus for. But I want to just remind everyone that the point of following Jesus, the point of reconnecting and having an eternal relationship with your Creator, is not to change the circumstances so much in this world. Certainly, to have God's presence and His power and His peace can change the way that we face the world. But the truth is that we experience all the different emotions and circumstances this world has to offer. And some people know the verse in Romans that says, "In all things God works for the good of those who love Him and are called to His purpose." The part that's usually overlooked, that all things happen. And that's good things and bad things and hard things and joyful things. And the point is not to use God to avoid the sorrow and pain. That is not what the relationship with God actually provides us, but it provides us an opportunity to be fully present and to live no matter what's happening around us, and be fully present with our Heavenly Father, with the hope that we know how the story is going to end. So I don't know how 2022 will end. I wouldn't even harbor a guess at this point, with a year that lays ahead of us. But I know how the story ends. I know whose I am and who I am. And from there, I can be fully present in whatever this next year brings. And so I'll pray that we all will find strength, that we'll move towards God, and that we will be fully present in 2022.